Every single day we do the news. Embracer reportedly guts another studio in the wake of its dead in the water $2 billion deal. This is a deal that they basically felt like they had done with Savvy Games Group, whom is Savvy Games is just the kind of business front that is set up by the Saudi Arabian regime to invest money in the gaming industry. If you didn't know, that's what Savvy Games is. And Embracer had this $2 billion deal on the table with them, and Savvy Games pulled out of it for some reason. And apparently, Embracer had dumped a lot of their eggs in this basket. I don't know what happened, but they have just started crushing subsidiaries underneath ever since. So I don't know what's going on, but a source at Zen Studios reportedly told Video Game Layoffs that 32 devs are out of a job there. So Embracer's scythe continues to swing in the wake of a collapsed $2 billion deal. And the latest victim reportedly is Zen Studios. According to Video Game Layoffs, one of its sources at the Hungarian studio told it that 32 staffers at the Pinball FX studio were laid off last Friday. Acquired by Embracer subsidiary Saber Interactive in 2020, these reports would make Zen the latest in a long line of layoffs across Embracer's many studios. This year alone has seen 26 staff lose their jobs at Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition company Beamdog, and the wholesale closure of Saints Row maker Volition. Yep, a studio with 30 years of history behind it. More likely to come if the company's foreboding talk of a comprehensive restructuring earlier in the year is to be believed. Embracer's panicked bloodletting was sparked by the collapse of a lucrative deal with a firm reported to be the Saudi Arabian Savvy Games Group. But it's not the only corporation doing a bit of backlash and burn this year. Among many others, Elite Dangerous studio Frontier Developments announced a raft of layoffs just this week. Paradox laid off workers at Harebrained Schemes before parting ways with the company entirely. We read about that yesterday. CD Projekt Red announced a cut of roughly 9% of its staff last July. You can't not talk about Epic Games right now. How do you talk about all this and not talk about Epic Games? Epic Games just laid off 16% of their workforce, which was roughly 850 people. They've been crushing Mediatonic, which is a company they own, which develops Fall Guys. They've been ruining Rocket League with different implementations. They fired even more people from the company Bandcamp that they bought roughly a year and a half ago before they sold it off just a few days ago. Epic's just horrible. I mean, I don't know how they didn't put Epic off in this as well. There's been a lot of terrible stuff going on right now. If there's a glimmer of hope to be had, it's that the CDPR layoffs were at least followed by the formation of the Polish Game Dev Workers Union, which is open to devs across Poland and which believes that mass layoffs are a danger to the game dev industry. Yeah. A GI.biz reporter reached out to Embracer for comment on this story, received a fairly boilerplate response. The company doesn't comment on specific studios, though it did reiterate that its restructuring program involves the closing of studios. Reached out to Zen Studios as well as Embracer, and I'll update this piece if I extract any more blood from that stone. Right. Yeah, we had no other choice. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't have any other choice. Not enough people bought cosmetics. And, CEOs, cost a lot of money. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's the same thing all the time. It's gross to watch, man.